Hi, welcome to Mind Your Business. Today I am taking you to Kenya via the US. Okay, so I'm interviewing a very lovely woman that I got to meet at the Opportunity Collaboration Conference in Mexico or Dominican Republic. I forget which city, but she's been a valuable contact, someone in my network, and she's even supported the Fabulous Woman Network with IFAB. And she also generously offered to speak to us about AI, something that is really on our radar this year, especially as we are planning for IFAB and all that. Her name is Jennifer Ngure. Now, she is an AI strategist and trainer who helps women, leaders, and business owners harness the power of AI without losing the human touch. She's actually born in Kenya, was born in Kenya. She moved to the United States at the age of 18 and built a career in healthcare technology, rising to executive leadership while raising twins and launching multiple businesses. With over 20 years in the industry, she has trained hundreds of professionals to use technology with confidence and now helps women leaders to do the same with AI. Today through her company, Imara Health AI, her community, the AI Ready Collective, and her best-selling book, Secure Your Workforce, Jennifer teaches ambitious women how to use AI to save time, scale their businesses, and stay ahead while staying true to who they are. Her philosophy is simple: human first, AI second, always. I love that. Listen, my glass of water is empty, but yours shouldn't be. Grab it, get your pen, your notepad. It is going to be a beautiful learning experience. Enjoy. So thank you so much for making time. How are you, the family, everybody?
Yeah, thank you. But I'm so grateful. You know that it's always good to start with gratitude, and I'm so grateful. I have a roof over my head and I have heat, so that is all that matters. So I just pray that people who are not, don't have the same opportunities, like God protects them. That is super important. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about you, a girl born in Kenya. I mean, you are African, but then at some point in your life, you are shipped off to a totally different culture and everything. Tell us about this journey as a child from Kenya moving to the US.
So a little bit about me. So I grew up in Kenya. So I moved to the US when I was 18. So I was born, raised, like New Nairobi. That was my city. And when I was 18, so one of the things actually that motivated me to move was access to healthcare. So when I was a child, I lost my grandfather at a very young age. And something like I could hear people, people don't really tell you, but as a child, you piece things together. Like he didn't get the care at the right time. It was a preventable thing. So that really broke my heart and implanted something in me. And I was so determined to fix healthcare. Like I didn't even know what it meant. I just meant I just need to help people. So when I came to the United States at 18, I had this big dream of becoming a nurse and saving the world, right? And so I did get that opportunity to go to nursing school, and I was so grateful for that. But as I was in my nursing career, I started realizing this nurses were losing time to technology. So I don't think we shared this yet, but I am a nurse, but I work in tech. So I realized that we were implementing electronic health records that were supposed to save the nurses time, get them home on time. But what I was realizing, instead of getting out on time, we were staying later and later. And that is when I had really young children. I have twins. So I was like, you have a baby in America, we don't have nannies. So we're on a schedule. So my husband is like, you need to be here at 8. And my notes are taking forever and I can't leave until they're done. And I was like, there has to be a better way. So I transitioned, went back to school. I did my master's in informatics, which is technology in healthcare. And I started working with vendors on ways to make the tools work for the clinician. So that was not even my goal was to save healthcare, learn to be a great nurse, come back to Africa, create this big hospital and save everyone. But it's still my goal. I'm coming. I've been partnering with organizations, but really making sure access to care. There's without healthcare, without good health, mental, physical, no matter what you do, even as a business owner, if you do not take care of yourself first, your business is not going to succeed. So it's really important to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so this is how you got, I mean, from your own frustration as a nurse who needed to make things happen quickly, and the technology that was supposed to help you be faster was rather slowing you down. And so it
Exactly.
led you to go in, because I was like, how did she get here? I mean, from health, and I was trying to piece, and now I have a glimpse of it,
Yeah.
right? And I
I
love it. I always love it when I hear Africans saying, I am coming back, and I'm bringing back all these other resources I have in addition to what is already available in Africa, and then we are going to do better. So thank you, and God bless you for that dream, and it will happen in due time with ease. I look forward to you inviting me to come back to Nairobi, see you opening that your hospital or whatever it is that you're looking to do. It will be fabulous. Now, I also know, based on your bio, that you've run multiple businesses, right? And I mean, over the past 20 years. So I wonder what inspired you to go into all these different businesses as a woman, and what has been your biggest lesson? So this is a two-part question.
yeah.
Inspired you to go into these businesses, and your biggest lesson running all these businesses.
I actually, as I was even reflecting on preparing for this podcast, is thinking about my parents. Like, as I said, I grew up in Kenya. And it's so funny, I was sharing with my daughters. When I was little, like, I used to, you don't get pocket money. Your parents are like, you have no money. So you had to be industrious, right? I had to, like, I was telling I used to sell passion juice. My mom would buy, we had a farm. So I would take the passion fruits, make passion juice, go knock on people's doors and sell passion juice. Like I was being an entrepreneur. Like, so I knew my dad didn't have the, maybe resources to give me pocket money. So something inside me, and my dad was a business person. So, and my mom too, they had businesses that my mom had a restaurant, my dad had a construction company. So they've never been employees. They were always reinventing themselves. And as I've been reflecting on what it is that made me keep trying to build businesses. So when I think about my mom, she had a restaurant, and then the restaurant closed down, and then she started a farm. And, they're always trying to reinvent themselves in Africa, like whatever will work to feed their children, pay school fees. Like at those moments, you are not thinking of it. Like when my mom would wake me up to go to the farm, I'm like, oh my God, why?
Why me?
We were free labor, right? So that's those things come back to you, and then you listen. Like when now as I said, as I was preparing for this, I was like, that's where that spark came from, where I was like, oh, I can start a business when I see a problem. For example, I have a wellness company where I work on mental health, which like to me, mental health is super important. And so I teach wellness classes. So that was where that came from. I do healthcare and IT governance. So always thinking of ways to help. And I think that's where that spark came from. Like watching my parents, even my grandfather, though, as I shared, he passed away, but I would see him like when I go stay with them over the holidays, when you're in Kenya, your family's like, okay, go to your grandparents. School is closed. Go stay with your grandmother. So I'd watch my grandfather wake up in the morning. I didn't even know what business he was doing, but I know he left every morning. Then my grandmother worked in a market, right? She'd sell her produce. Would go with her, sit at the stall. She's selling, I don't even know, maize. And then butter trading. It was so funny. Sometimes when it's even money, she'd give us she'd trade for food. So in Kenya, we have mandazis. I love mandazis. So my grandmother would get these giant mandazis and tea instead of, yeah. So she'd sell like the butter trade for the people who couldn't sell. Like another trader is selling mandazis and she's selling maize. So they would exchange and she'd give me the mandazi and I'd eat it. So I think that entrepreneurial spirit has always been in me.
Mm.
Um, as a child, just and didn't realize it as I was growing up. I was just watching it and thinking
Mm.
that's how life is. And now coming here in the US, yes, I do have a full-time job, but I'm always thinking of how can I help? Because that was what my parents were doing. They were not just starting businesses to start businesses. It's if somebody was sick, I think my grandfather was like one of the few people who had a car. So I would spend the night, I would see people waking him up. He'd get, we'd be driving, like he's driving people and then he still has to go to work. So it was I think that seed was planted in me really young, is
Mm.
what I have. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like as I was reflecting, I was like, I think that's what it is that sparked all this.
Yeah, that is the power of exposure. You were exposed to it, right? As opposed
Yes.
to other people who perhaps all they saw was their parents going to work for someone every single day. So that they also are exposed to that. So the power of exposing your children, and I mean, bless them. Okay, before we get to the second part of that question, what's mandazi?
Oh, it's like my gosh, I don't know what's another. It's like it's wheat, water, and sugar and fried. It's like in America they call it fried dough. I don't
Oh,
know if there's something equivalent in Ghana.
big
So you
possible.
just take it's like flatbread, like wheat. I don't
Okay,
do you
so
know
it's a
chapati?
snack. It's a snack
It's
then.
a snack. It's a
For some
snack. So
reason,
when
I
you're
thought
a
it was a
kid,
fruit.
no, it's a snack. No, it's a snack. It's not even a fruit because we grew up in a farm. Those produce free, like, but that was that treat of like this, and they were, I don't even know, they were market mandazis taste different. They're greasy,
I
sugary.
know
We were
everything.
nose to read
Everything
them.
market tastes different. We have that in
It's
Ghana
different.
too. Like if you make it home, it's never the same.
Doesn't taste the same. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if it's made with love. I don't know what they put in it. It was so good. And I would look forward to it as a child. Like my grandmother would be in the market. I'll be like, volunteer. Yes, I'll go with you because I know.
For the food. Wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
the second part of the question has to do with the lesson, your biggest lesson running all these multiple businesses. As a woman with twins, married.
It's always to take care of yourself. And I think as business owners, as women, it took a while for me to learn this. I always used to put myself at the back burner, like I'd give and pour into everyone else. And I would put myself last on the list.
Mm.
So I'm like, oh, let me build this for my children, for my father. Like, and then I think for us in the diaspora, we're like, we need to send to our family. Need to help. Everybody's like, help us. So I put myself last, and it took a toll on me. I started realizing I was not the wife I wanted to be. I was not the mother I wanted to be. I come home and I'm like, my energy, I don't even have energy for my children. And in terms of like reflecting, I was like, what is the missing piece? It was that I was not taking care of myself. I was not getting enough sleep. I was solving for others' problems before my own, right? I was like putting everyone first. So when I start, and that's why I do the wellness. It's like you cannot, what they always say, you cannot pour from an empty cup.
Absolutely.
And my cup was empty. It got to a point my cup was empty, where I was giving and giving, but it was not bringing joy. I was like on autopilot and I had to stop and think, is this really what I want to do? Right. And if it's not pouring into me, like I cannot give, like, how can I go to a business owner and say, oh, I can help you? And myself at home, I'm like, I have nothing to give. So I had to figure out, like, I think that is my biggest lesson. You always need, take care of yourself, like, listen to your body, listen to when you're tired, rest. I think we've been taught. And I think even just watching my grandmother should wake up at 4 a.m., she'd go to the market, she'd cook, and should never have that time of sleep. Like sleep, I think even I remember when I don't know if they do that in Ghana, but in Kenya, they used to be laziness is next. I don't know. It's whatever it is. Laziness is the devil's whatever. An empty whatever is the devil's workshop, right? You're like yeah. You're being told these things. Even in school, your teachers are like, "You are lazy. Like you want to rest. You're tired, and
Yeah.
it's okay to rest. It's okay to say, I'm tired.
Mm.
And people need to respect that. I am tired, I need to rest. And if you do not rest, you cannot grow a business because you're working on an empty cup. Your
Yeah.
ideas are not flowing because you've not given yourself that time to wake up, read the Bible, take a breath. What does Jennifer need? What does Amma need? What does this business owner need? Yes, our children need to eat, but if I don't take care of myself, and I saw it actually in my grandfather, he ended up having a stroke, right? Because he was giving to everyone else. And that really broke me. Like, I think I didn't know what it was, but I think as I pieced things together, I'm like, he was giving to everyone, to his children, to everyone. And then that moment of your health is your wealth.
Yeah.
Yes, you need to give your children food. Yes, and it's easy to say that from a lens of privilege. But honestly, if you do not take care of yourself, you'll not be around for 10 years. This business you're growing, this thing you're pouring into, 10 years from now, your children will be like, hey, my mother, now, where are we going to get again, man? And then the other thing I think with, I don't know about, but in Kenya, healthcare is so expensive.
Mm.
So when you go to the hospital, the bill is like 1 million. Where are you getting this money from?
Mm.
And it's because you are so stressed out. You are like every night you're not sleeping. You're not taking care of yourself,
Mm.
right? And then now your children are left with no mother,
Yeah.
no money, no plan.
Yeah. That's way
Because you
worse.
didn't take care of yourself, which is way worse,
Yeah.
right? I think that's where I get that of you need to take care of that. I know it's a long answer. I'm so sorry.
No, no,
Like it's
no.
such a long
You put
stated,
it in
but I think
context.
it's yeah,
I
it's
mean,
that like once you put yourself in the back burner, you will not, no matter what you're doing, at some point your body's gonna be like, enough,
yeah.
enough.
Yeah, so true. And I mean, I love that based on how do I put it? You didn't waste that experience of burnout because in that you actually decided, okay, how can I help others so they don't go through what I go through? And this is one of the reasons you've got all these things. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to comment, how many qualifications do you have? One, two, three. Oh my goodness, God. I mean, that's impressive. I love this evening. Somebody described, you know how we say beauty with brains? She described it differently. Oh, I forgot. She used such a beautiful term to describe a woman who is smart and then also beautiful. So I think so too bad I can't remember it, but I really love that. You're very, very smart. You're also helping people. You're beautiful, like the complete package. So speaking of helping people, you promised to share 3 strategies that women who are listening, maybe men you never also know, can use today to save time. Ah, the most important currency, right? Time. So teach us, please. We are eager to learn.
So one thing I know is true. Time is the only currency that you do not know the balance, right? You can log into your bank account and see,
Say that
I
again.
have 100 shillings. Time is the only currency. You
I
don't know the balance.
Oh my God.
Do you know that? Like that's the only thing. You can look in your wallet, you have $1, right? Or you have a shilling, whatever. What's the Ghanaian currency? So whatever you have, there's no in Kenya is shillings.
Yeah,
You only have 100 shillings. You know you have 100 shillings. But time,
you never know.
you don't know.
Hmm.
And it can change in a heartbeat.
Hmm.
So to me, when I think of your audience, the women, the business owners, even the men, time you cannot get it back. So we need to use it wisely. And in this age of AI, which I am so excited about, it is gonna revolutionize how you manage your time,
True.
right? Because AI is the one thing that has the opportunity to give you time back. For example, if you are a business owner, you are the only, and for me, I focus on small businesses of solopreneurs. You're the only one. You're the accountant, IT, tech, I don't know, marketing. You're everything, networker, and then still you're still the mother. Yeah, you're holding so many hats. IT, like AI, is this thing that is gonna change that for you because if you leverage AI And I know there's all this fear about AI, it's going to take over, it's going to take people's jobs. But you know what? It will also give you back time. And let me give you a couple of examples. If you're a business owner and you are not sure who your customer is, or you have a product it's not selling, before you just be continuing to pivot, you're like, now, for example, I sell mandazis. Now maybe I'll add cardamom to a mandazi. Maybe the cardamom is what will make them buy. But no, make or add more sugar, fry it a little longer. Like you have these things that you think will make it sell. AI is that tool that will tell you. You'll go into, for example, a chat GPT. You need to program it. I think my thing is when you use AI, a lot of people use AI and it gives them generic responses and they're like, this is not for me. The thing with AI, you have to train it. It's like hiring an assistant to help you with your business, but you don't give her the directions. You're like, this is my business. Tomorrow morning, I need a letter. She's like, on what? I don't know anything about you. So that's how people, so I think sometimes business owners will use AI. They'll ask it a question. It gives them a generic answer. You have to train AI. You have to tell it, who are you? So I am Jennifer. I am from Kenya. I'm from Nairobi. I help small, women grow their business. You have to give it directions. You have to give it a job description. You have to tell it what you want it to do for you.
Wow.
So, for example, I have a client who's a wedding planner and she was hiring photographers. She was doing all these websites. And I was like, I can help you with AI, right? AI can make your life so easy. So we used a ChatGPT. We told it who she is, who her ideal clients are, where her clients are found. It gave her a business plan. It showed her, right? And then it automated stuff. So, for example, if she needed to send a bride like a layout or of how the wedding could look, she'd have to find a designer. She had to find all this. All you do is ask AI. The bride said she wants green. Her bridesmaids are gonna wear this. The wedding is gonna be in Masai Mara. She wants giraffes in the background, and she'll do a mock-up, send it to the client. It's personalized. It's one prompt. Send it to the client. And then when she says yes, the same AI will write your proposal.
Wow.
Yeah, right? It will do it saves you so much time. So that time you would have been using to look for someone to write, it will write the emails, the invitations, the pictures, the whole mock-up of everything for you, which saves you time. Now you have time to find more clients instead of you sitting there drawing, trying to business plan, who's gonna do this. Oh, I can't, I'm busy. I have to go for an evening meeting with this client. No, AI has done it for you. So this evening you are home with your children.
Yeah. Yeah. So true.
Yeah. So that's how leveraging AI. And sometimes I think about it so for when I think I told you AI is like the equalizer for me because ChatGPT is free. Free.
I know.
Zero, zero. All you, I think not, and that's from a place of privilege. You need data because I know in Kenya you need bundles. So if you have bundles,
of course,
you need some bundles. But if these bundles you pay for can create for you your content, your visibility, your business plan, a proposal that you send to your clients, it will tell you who is your ideal client. It will do a research for you and tell you these are their pain points. So you're not sending just a generic email, right? So you are saving so much time where you now get time back to you thinking, to resting, maybe going to the spa.
Yes.
I don't know. I know, going back to life, going back to being with your children or with whatever it is. So that's how I find if you leverage it and then I think the other thing is your authentic voice. Because you want to make sure it speaks like you. You have to train the model. You have to tell it, I am Jennifer. I am in Kenya. My clients are this. You have to tell it. You have to go into your ChatGPT settings. And I can share this. I'll send it to I'll send you a video on how to set up your settings so that it gives you answers. It's like, are you in my house? Like, why do you know me so well?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for sharing that because I've heard a number of people say you have to train AI, but I haven't really had anyone explaining to me the strategy to train. You know, you tell it this and tell it that. So yeah, that's really cool. Yes, please send the video and then we can.
Yeah, I'll send you a video, yeah,
Yeah,
to share with you.
fantastic. Is it like on a link, like
It will
somewhere?
be a link. Yeah, I'll send you a quick link of how to train your model so it speaks like you.
Mm,
It and it's so interesting. Like it's so funny. My dad is in Kenya and I've been teaching him AI. He's in his 70s and his mind is blown.
I know. No, I mean, and I'm sure he is because even before AI came, Google Maps, I ask myself, so wait, how are we getting around without Google Maps then? How did we do it? And then it's free. I'm like, it's free. Why is it free?
Yeah, what is it? Yeah.
It's so valuable, you know, like so I
Mm.
mean AI, the stuff it has helped me do, it is so true. Like now, for instance, as a trainer, sometimes when I'm doing slides and I need pictures, I have to go here, go there, you know, sometimes take my own pictures. But with I just describe, hey, this is what I want, and then it gives me this nice clean so yes, absolutely. And then also, I know that they are different, like Meta AI. I feel that the laziness in me just uses Meta AI because it's so easy, like it's on my WhatsApp. But
Yeah.
so I was speaking to my co-founder, and he mentioned, no, I think it was Chat or one of them anyway, who is like really better. And so can you also educate us? Because are there like what makes one AI tool better than the other, and how do you know?
How do you pick the use case? So, great question. So to me, it's ChatGPT is my first. I always start with ChatGPT because it's free and I've used it for a long time. So it knows me. I've been using it since 2022. So it can tell, like, even tells me things I'm like, I think we need to cut this relationship. So I think ChatGPT is really good as a start. Even Meta is coming. I think Meta just partnered with this AI called Menace AI, but ChatGPT is a free tool. It's even Gemini, Google Gemini. So
Nice.
there's different cases of when to use what for different things. So if it's brainstorming, I usually use ChatGPT. And I think even the model doesn't really matter. It's training it. So even if you're using Meta, tell Meta who you are. So it's not giving you an answer. It's you ask me like if I ask what is the best way for me to get clients? And you ask the same thing, but you don't tell me who you are, it's going to give you a generic answer because it's how it was trained. It's the way AI works, it's been trained to always give you an answer. Like, which is people don't realize it can never say no. So people start to trust it because it was taught no matter what. It's like, you know, I used to be beaten as a child in high school. The teacher is like, answer. You're like, answer, I guess. I don't know. It's blue, it's green. I don't know. Give me, like, you just answer to answer. That's AI. It answers to answer because the person who programmed it told it. Even if you don't know what that person is saying, guess. Just give something. Because I don't know. I guess yeah. Like to me, when I grew up in Kenya, the teacher would beat you. You just have to say something. Like whoever doesn't say something will get a beating. So you just say something to say something. So you don't even if you're wrong,
Mm,
that means that you see those were the guidelines. Say something. So
yeah,
that's AI. It's been programmed. Like if you ask me anything, I'll give you anything. Whether I'm right, wrong,
it doesn't
eh,
matter.
I'm just giving you an answer. So that's why it's so important. You train your tool because the answer it will give you is so amazing. Even you believe it, you're like, wow,
Mm,
this is it. I am gonna be a millionaire tomorrow. But you've not told it. I live in Kenya. We don't have, my clients is I don't even know. They don't even have the money to pay me. Like you've not given told it who this person is, but it's been told to give you an answer. So now you over here sitting, tomorrow me, I'm a millionaire. AI has told me I'm a millionaire. So so you have to, that's why when we say train your model, tell it your circumstances. I live in I don't know, South Sudan. We don't have electricity. The last time, we don't have water, like no, not South, like whatever country it is. So I'll say Kenya. Like I'm in Kenya, we have rolling blackouts. I want to be a virtual assistant. But I want to be an honest virtual assistant. I don't want to get a client in the US who thinks every day I have electricity, every day my data is running on point. I
Yeah.
need to be honest. So that's where AI will come in and say, these are my parameters. We have rolling blackouts between this time and this time. So when I get a client, I need to tell them I'm available between 2 and 3, whatever it is that your hours are. So it gives you those guardrails so that you're successful. You want your business to grow. But if you just don't give it guidelines, it just gives you an answer. And then you send a proposal saying, every day I can give you answers. But I can't. And then you lose clients, then your business is not growing and you don't know why. So when you train your model, you're telling it, I live in Nairobi, Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. electricity is cut out. I'm trying to get a client in the US. What time zones should I tell them? What should I tell them I'm available?
Mm.
2 hours, 3 hours, 1 hour.
Mm.
What should I charge them? Right? What
Mm.
is the going rate? So
Yeah.
you don't want to underprice yourself. And then it also gives you that confidence of sometimes you undersell yourselves. We want to just take a client because you're like, yeah, they're gonna pay me, I'll take it. No, you ask AI,
Yeah.
is this the going rate?
Yeah. Yeah.
How can I negotiate? Teach me to negotiate. Like I don't know how to negotiate. And you give it a persona. So that's the other thing when you're using AI, give it a role. I want you to be a marketing manager. I
Mm.
want you to be my, I don't know, business consultant. I want you to be the United Nations. How would you handle this situation, right? It tells you, right? It gives you those answers. I'm dealing with clients in the United States. How do I communicate with them? Because how we communicate is very different, right? Like we've I don't know. Again, I keep saying Kenya. We're very polite. We always say yes to every, but if you don't know, we're like, we'll figure it out. So you say yes, get yourself up. So it'll tell you, based on what I know about you, I don't think this is the thing you can deliver. However, you can deliver X, Y, and Z. So it gives you guide. So you're not spending all night trying to create things that are taking you away from your family,
Yeah.
trying to appease someone.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So a question came to mind. Some 8 or so years ago, we were actually at the Google office in New York. No, no, not New York, somewhere in Chicago, maybe. And we Googled something. And the answer we had there versus someone else who was back in Africa were different for the same ask.
Mhm.
I wonder, is this the same for, say, I'm in Ghana now, you are in the US. If we ask, say, Chat GPT or which Gemini or whatever, if we ask them a question, do you think, or based on your knowledge about AI, will it give us at least similar answers or will it be customized to where we are? Plus, of course, you mentioned the training, but I'm looking for where we haven't really trained the AI and given it a persona. It's a general meta AI that we are both. How is the answers like?
It's based on what you've been telling it.
Mm.
Remember, it tells you it's a learning model. So it learns you. It
Okay.
learns what you like to hear. If you like to hear good news, it tells you life is good. And if you like, because it's how you, it's I think I was explaining to my dad, it's like a big library that has been taught, learn what I'm asking you, whatever you're asking. It's never go, it's some answers might be, but it's very hard for it to give you the same answer unless it's a specific question. So for example, I'm in healthcare. The vendor we're using has used like maybe evidence-based model. If we're using the same evidence, we're gonna get the same answer. But if it's just a generic question of how can I sell this product, you're asking a generic question, but I ask, how would Bill Gates sell this product? I'll
Mm.
get a very totally different answer
Mm.
because it's going to pull from, it's like a library. It will go to the shelf that says Bill Gates. What does Bill Gates do? You're asking it specifically. What does he do? So if we both ask, how would Bill Gates handle this same situation? And we give it the same, it will give you similar answers. But say, give it the parameters. Not based about what you know about me, but give me evidence-based, market-based response.
Okay.
Then our answers might be closer.
Okay. Another question I have is, okay, well, actually two more questions.
Yes.
One is on video. So what AI tool are people using to create all these videos? Sometimes I see all these how the animations, and you know this is AI. This was not the typical.
Yeah.
What are people using for these?
There's so many tools. Oh my God, I love videos. I create them all the time. The other day, I want to, I'm manifesting a Mercedes Benz. So it's,
Amen.
I made myself in a car driving.
Oh my God, you
My
have
daughter was
a
nothing. Yeah, I'll
WhatsApp.
share with you. Yeah, what's up with you? So my daughter was like, seriously? Yeah. So there are different tools. So there's one tool, Google has VO3. You
The
just tell Google, yeah, it's even no, you don't even have to change any. So you create a go into Google Gemini and say create a video.
just like that.
You'll upload your picture and say create a video of Amma going to space,
Okay.
flying, like right?
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
there's that. So VO3, it uses a lot of credits. So it'll
Oh,
probably create you a video and say we're out of credits. But come back tomorrow. So there's VO3. Yeah, there's so I think for there's VO3 you can use. It's a prompt. You just send you say using this picture. So you create your picture first. So you have to what I always say start with a story. So you
mm,
don't waste it. What do you want? So you can just say have Amma in the sky flying, and then you're like, oh, it's nice. But then it tells you come back in 1 week, you've used all your credits. So now you've missed an opportunity where you could have created a video to send to a client. So
yeah.
this is one use case I think you could use. If you go to a conference with someone and you take a picture together, you can go to AI and say, upload the picture and say, create a video of us high-fiving each other and saying we're winning.
Oh, that's sweet.
Right? So you said like so you can do that and then you'll stand out because everyone else you go to network with is gonna send an email saying, this is Amma, it was very nice meeting you. But you're sending this thing that's like, wow, what is this? Like
I like
this.
that.
So, using AI. So it's just asking it to create that for you, but being very specific with the storyline. That's what people are using. There's tools like Canva AI, Canva.
Mhm.
Canva makes videos. Um, I also use Kling, Kling. Kling AI. Kling is now Kling is in another level. Like oh, oh, and then actually for Google, Google has Google Lab. Look it up, Google Lab. It's called Flow.
Mm,
I have created videos with African FLO. Yeah, like flowing, like a flowing river.
mm, mm,
Go to Google Flow and say, I think it's reference video. So you'll upload your picture of Amma and say, put Amma in the Sahara riding a camel with the wind flowing. Like you tell it and you also even add like it's so funny because I do this all the time because you can even change the language. So for my dad, I was teaching him, I was telling him, do you know he can speak? So in Kenya we speak Swahili and I'm Kikuyu. So I had it speak Kikuyu. So I created a video of him with our President Jomo Kenyatta sitting in a living room
mm.
having a conversation in Kikuyu
Oh,
with
wow.
a
Oh,
him
wow.
was mind was blown. So you create what like you tell it what you want. You say, I want to be sitting with whatever. I want to be doing this action. So Google Lab is really good because Google Lab is free.
Mm. I think all these things are just free. Free.
Yeah.
Free.
Yeah. So
No,
again,
no, you
this is where my ethics hat comes on is
good.
free. Do you know why free is expensive? Cheap is expensive. I always tell my kids this anything free, there's always a catch. It's your data. Your data is so expensive. What they know about you, they use that to now come and target things towards you, right? All of a sudden, you're seeing things coming at you, or it's it's free because it's a learning model. Again, I told you it's learning your behaviors.
Mm,
It's what does she like? When I say this, she gets happy. When I say that, she's sad. It's learning how you respond. So there's something in ChatGPT called it's in the settings. Do not use my data to train your model.
And they will actually respect that.
Mhm.
I mean, they are obliged to, I
They are
guess.
obliged to.
Mm.
But when you do not go into your security settings and change that, they
Yeah.
are learning everything about you. They're
Mm.
just like, okay, so people in I don't know, this village, they like X, Y, and Z. They're always asking these frequent questions. So if I'm a marketer or I am trying to target, know your data, I can sell it. I can go to a company and say, do you want to know what you can sell to these people that is gonna make you, yeah, whatever it is? It's they're learning your patterns. They're learning who you are. And when you sign up, the agreements, nobody reads it, right? Because
Nobody
if you don't
always
agree,
take
nobody reads
right, but nobody ever reads.
it. Nobody reads it. They're like, but and it's such a I think that's my other side of my business where it's like the ethics part of I don't have a choice. If I say no, then I can't use your
Oh,
tool,
yes.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then I need to, as a consumer, be educated on it.
True.
So when you're using AI, before you say yes, copy and paste it. So you know what you're saying yes to.
Mm.
You're saying yes to them using your image. They're saying yes to them. But one day you might Google Ama and you see yourself, Ama is a Chinese one, like whatever, doing giving a TED talk, and you're like, I've never been here. Like, what is this? Right? And you go call that company and you're like, why is my image here? They're like, did you read your terms and agreement? Right? So it's being an educated consumer. Yes, they are powerful tools. Yes, there's opportunity, but know what you're saying yes to. So
Mm.
do not put your personal data.
Mm.
Do not put, oh my gosh, I'm a diabetic. Today my blood sugar was this, was that. Then you go to apply for life insurance. You're getting denied. You're like, why are they denying me?
Oh, yeah,
You're
yeah.
supposed to be putting all your data in AI, and AI is like feeding their system and saying, this is a high risk person. You're
Yeah.
trying to apply for a loan and you're saying, I don't even know where my last penny is gonna come from, and you're asking for 10,000. They're like, so you know, how will this one pay this loan? So you don't know what you're putting in. So just being aware of it, going to your security settings is important. And I'm not to scare anyone, but know go in, go to security, set your settings, and then give it your voice.
Mm.
Tell it who's your client. So it's giving you knowledge that will help your business grow. You can ask it, what is my competitive advantage?
Yeah.
I am a business in Nairobi. I'm always about Kenya. So I'm a business in Nairobi. I want to start competing with other businesses in Africa. Do a deep research.
Wow.
How can I, right?
Wow.
That would have taken you days. May I remember going to school and going to the library and
Agree.
asking
And
for
opening
books,
books.
reading and opening it. And you don't even know what chapter to look in and what to reference. This is now that a competitive advantage where you can walk into a meeting. Oh, there's another app I think I would recommend everyone. It's free again from Google. I'm not endorsed by Google. They should pay. It's called Notebook LM. Notebook LM. What Notebook LM does. So, for example, I'm gonna confess. Before I had my podcast with you, I went to Notebook LM, found everything about Arma, up any video, any podcast you've ever done.
Give a link. I want to see
See
what you saw.
who is Alma? What does she like? Who is her audience? What can I how can I add value to her audience?
Mm.
So now think about it as a business owner. You've gotten a chance to come talk to Alma. And I want to propose a conference in her beautiful center.
Mm. Thank you.
Right? So how can I know? So I will come in and I will know what are your vision? What is your dream? What is it that will make Amma say yes?
Mm.
It will create a podcast for you, which you can even becomes an interactive podcast. You can
Mm.
put yourself into it. It will say, Amma is so and so, she likes helping business owners, she's a coach, and then say, I wanna start working with her
Yeah.
as a virtual assistant. Help me prepare myself to send her a proposal.
Mm.
Ask me the type of questions you would ask.
Mm.
It will ask you until it tells you you're ready. Isn't
Wow.
that crazy? So
That-
imagine you're sending a proposal to an organization. You put in all their, and it's public data. You're not like say putting anything like that's. So you go to their LinkedIn, you go to their website. What is their mission? What is their vision? What do they want? Then you put in your information. I am Jennifer. This is who I am. This is what I believe. How can I align with this organization? Help me write a proposal so that they say yes. When in life have we ever had this opportunity?
Oh my
The
goodness.
CEO of this company is Mr. Juma. Mr. Juma likes golf. So now you get on a call with him, you're like, hey,
Okay.
when was the last you
Yeah.
have a golf car, right? Then the conversation changes. He even forgets you're here for a proposal. So now you build relationships, and I know you're about networking.
Yeah. Yeah.
How do you network?
Mm.
Building relationships. So
Absolutely.
you have this tool that can give you that leverage. When by the time you're getting on this call, they're like, she's the one of maybe you've never even played golf in yet. You've never, I don't even know where golf is played. You have, it has taught you where you're like, yes, yeah. It gives you that leverage, or if somebody wants to help a nonprofit for children. So when you're getting in this conversation, you already prepared yourself. They want to help children in a certain village, a certain, maybe with HIV. And then you can align your organization. My organization does HIV education. And this is what I bring to the table.
Mm.
There's never been a time. Because before, when you used like when you Googled, before AI, you'd get like different sources and then you'd have to piece it together.
Yeah.
But this new, yeah, right? You're like, I think this is what they need. I think this is what I should say. No, this is like, and now we're in this era of, I know I'm talking so much. Sorry. You can edit it. So in this era of agentic AI, I don't even have of so agentic AI is now AI that thinks for you. And yesterday, there's this AI tool called Claude. They launched an AI model that is so powerful that the stock market crashed.
Oh my God.
It's
Everybody was
doing it.
chasing it.
Everyone was in shock at how powerful it is, because some businesses are going to become obsolete because the AI is doing its own thing without any prompting.
Oh my
It's
God.
going in and figuring out. So, for example, if your email, like email, so you're a business owner, your email is full of emails. You don't even know where to start. You can create an AI agent that will read the emails, prioritize the emails, respond to the emails. If you need to book an appointment, book the appointment. And then you can create an AI agent so your business works 24/7. So you're in Ghana, I'm in like you're in different time zones. Sometimes you're sleeping. AI doesn't sleep. You
Mhm.
train your AI to answer the call and give you the answer immediately. So your client, there's no, can she do it? Can she not do it? You train me to say, we are available. My center is available on April this. You want to book it? Yes. Give me your credit card information. You wake up in the morning, your center is booked.
Wow.
And the email has been sent. Thank you for booking. Here are your details.
Everything done. Automated.
Right? That's agentic AI. So that's how it saves you time. So now you have time to now look for the people, to now set up the center, find the color, like do all that. Instead of seeing this client who reached out to you, you didn't respond because you're in a different time zone.
Sadly.
They went to Jennifer, who's awake.
Yeah. And
I
then,
say, I know
yeah.
you've lost that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
This is what AI does. It's giving you those opportunities. It's the power is
It's really powerful. It's mind blowing, and I'm grateful. I know it has its dangers and everything, but it's like every tool, we can use it for good or we can use it for something else. But thank God we are children of God and we'll use it.
yes, we're ethical AI agents. So,
Yeah.
but and that's why I feel like as businesses, don't be afraid of it. And
Mm.
if you don't know how to use it, like all these things I've said, if you don't remember anything, AI has all the answers. You just go in and say, I had somebody say I can do this. Tell it, say, and it has a microphone. You don't even have to type.
You
In
can
ChatGPT, there's a
speak to
microphone
it.
feature. Yeah, you press the microphone and say, I listened to this, and she said AI can keep my business going 24 hours. Can
How?
you help?
Mm.
How?
Mm.
It will tell you. It will-
Fantastic. I mean, thank you. We've really
oh my God, I'm going to Yeah.
You've exposed us to so much. I'm looking at my notes. Oh God, yeah, like that is wild. And I'm so happy this is on record. So you can listen to it over and over again if you miss something. Thank you. But I can't let you go yet because I've got a few more questions for you. These are rapid fire questions. So
Yeah.
I begin the sentence and then you finish it in the shortest possible sentence. The first one is, if I could advise my younger self in one short sentence, I would say,
You got this. Don't give up.
okay, I am.
Every no leads to a yes.
Every no leads to a yes. I like that. Oh, and there was an earlier quote. Anyway, I can re-listen. Something about time. I thought it was fantastic.
Yes.
Okay. I am fabulous because.
I embrace all of me, flaws and all.
And in green. You are such a green girl.
Yes. I'm fabulous because I am here to help because I give and I really want people to succeed. Like when we all succeed, like I think there's this saying, when all boats rise, we all need to rise. There's no need there's no need for a scarcity mindset, and I think that is what is so powerful to me. Like there's enough for there are a billion people in the world.
Yeah.
If today Amma says no, there's some my person is out there. Don't be their person is there.
Yeah.
So don't have that scarcity mindset. Share knowledge and know that it will be okay. Your yes will come.
Yeah, yes, will definitely come. Then the final question in this series is, one book that has greatly helped me in business is.
To me, it's not really a business book, it's more a mindset book. It's called A Miracle Morning because
Yeah, I love it.
to create a routine.
Yes.
Those routines are so important.
Yeah.
So that has really helped me create this routine. How you start your day, like you start in gratitude, you start in self-reflection. That is so important. Like that flows out to other areas of your life.
Yeah.
It has really helped me.
Yeah, I love it too. I gifted mine to someone because it blessed me so much. And sometimes I wonder, I hope he's really reading it because that book. Anyway, you've been of such value. Thank you so much for offering to expose us to so much and also to expose us to Mandazi. I'll be in Kenya in a week and I will go for it.
Yes.
Go for it. But how do we find you? If any, I mean, I know how to find you, right? But if anyone is watching and thinking, oh, I need to know more. She says she does this. How do we find you?
So I have a free community where I teach AI skills. We're from creating AI avatars to the flying videos.
Wow.
If you're not flying, drive your car. It's called the AI Ready Collective. It's on school. It's a school community, so I'll share that with Amma. She can put it in the notes. I also just wrote a best-selling book for healthcare. It's called Secure Your Workforce. It's teaching healthcare leaders how to implement AI while not burning out their staff, which is super important. I'm a human first, human design. And I also, my website, Imara Health AI, Imara, which means steadiness. We need to be strong. So that imarahealthai.com is where you can find me as well. But I am available. I do teach free. I offer sessions to teach you. Like I want you to, even if it's one thing today, just go ask it.
Yeah.
One question: how can I grow my business as a business owner? The other thing, if you've been using AI, even if you haven't, talk to it and then say, what are my blind spots? What am I missing?
Yeah.
Because sometimes we do not see those where we pour so much effort into, as you said, I have multiple businesses. You pour so much effort into a business or an idea, and it's like, oh my God, this is the best idea ever. It checks you. It checks you and says, it's a great idea, but this is not the time. Or yes, it's a great idea, but this is where to find the people who need it. So that's really important. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity, and feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help.
Wow. I have learned so much. I think one of the biggest thing that has really, or my biggest aha, it's funny. I've heard a few times, you have to train AI, you have to train AI. I just didn't know how. And it's actually quite easy. You just pick it and you You can even ask it. Even if you forget anything, everything that Jennifer said, just ask it. Okay, I'm told you can train me to know my voice or the way I write or behave. How do I go about asking, getting to train you? You know, simple. You can ask it questions. Like I've been using it to have drawings and stuff, but I think I'm also going to try the videos. And you know, Gemini, all these tools are free and it makes life so much easier. Like I used AI. AI helped me to write about a 50-page manual that would have taken me, I don't know, maybe 50 days to write. I finished writing it in like a day or two. And it made my life so much easier because I was able to give it the prompts and then it would give me feedback. And the thing I even loved about it the most was the acronyms. I could just give it, say, a word and say, use this word to create a meaningful whatever. And then it would just give it to me, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, it's powerful. And I'm so grateful to God that I can just ask it questions. And you know, today, for instance, I Googled, no, I didn't Google, I AI'd, what did I ask Gemini? I wanted to know, yes. I wanted to know foods that were high, low carb foods that were high in protein. What am I saying? High in vitamin B or something. And you know, it just puts everything together nicely for you. It's like a way better version of Google. Way better. Straight to the point. So yes, it's available for us. We all have access to the same information. So there is no reason not to use it. I am happy and grateful for this. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, anyone who watched.